Hey, everybody, this is Michael.
And this is Steven. And we are the Movie Bros React. Welcome, guys. So, Michael, are you excited for this movie watch party?
I am. It's going to be like a new watch for me because I can't really remember anything about this movie.
Dude, okay. I'm so excited to see your reaction. And I'm excited to see it again. This has been one of my favorite movies. It's a real feel good movie. I'm not going to spoil anything. In fact, while I'm mentioning that, if you have seen the movie, guys, everyone in the chat, please no spoilers, okay? Spoiler free. But Michael, I'm very excited as well. And there's an extra bonus, and this is something that we're very excited to announce. And
Does
we
anybody
weren't.
know?
No. Well, unless I did post it on social media like 15 minutes ago.
Oh,
So
okay.
some might. But for everyone here, and by the way, Michael, let's give a blanket hello to our chat. Hey, guys.
Hey, everybody.
Thank y'all for being here, Paula and Oliver and
Denisha,
James.
James.
Welcome, James. Good to see you here. Here's the surprise for you all that are here. Guess what? We have a special guest.
This is fantastic.
It is
So crazy.
It's crazy, amazing. Michael just met him for the first time a few minutes ago backstage. If you follow me on Craving Something Scary, you've met him I think 3 times now, and he is so gracious to come join us tonight. Let me tell you who's joining us, guys. We have one of the cast members of the film. He is Ira Hayden's stunt double, and his name is, of course, Bill Perry. And Bill is here. He is. Look at this. He's a stunt double for Ira. You also may have seen Bill in Return of the Living Dead 2. You possibly saw him in Predator 2 as the subway gang leader. You possibly also saw him in Wes Craven's People Under the Stairs as well. His career is prolific, licensed to drive. I could just keep going on and on. And the most amazing part of knowing Bill is he's so kind. He's so encouraging. He's so freaking funny. And so and when I say honor, I mean that, Michael. For us, we mean that. It's an honor. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to watch Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. And before I bring Bill on, just a real quick housekeeping thing again.
Housekeeping,
please. Go ahead and pull the movie up now, please. If you're going to stream it, it's free on Amazon Prime. If you're a member of Amazon Prime, there's multiple places you can watch it and stream it, or if you have a DVD, whichever, that's fine. But go ahead now. It's the time to get ready. We're going to start the movie very soon once I bring Bill on. So be ready to go at 000. Michael will count us in a minute, and we'll get going, okay? But
DVDs,
without further
VHS, Betamax.
Heck yeah. Betamax. Oh my gosh, I remember that. All right, guys. Without any more delay, let's welcome in the chat, and Michael and I, of course, our amazing guest who is in the film and is going to share commentary as we watch it. The one and only Mr. Bill Perry. Hey, Bill.
Hey, Bill.
Oh, go on, you crazy.
I meant
every word. Very nice introduction, completely untrue. Don't listen to a thing this man said.
No. We know better.
Always good to be here. And I had not seen this. This is almost a first-time watch for me. Watched it many years ago. We actually had the 35th, I think. Oh my God, is it that long? 35th anniversary of this just a few weeks ago.
Wow.
And a couple of different folks that were in it. Elvira Cassandra was trying to get a showing done at the Fox Theater down in Westwood, Los Angeles, to bring everybody back in and come watch it, but just couldn't make it happen. It was still as too convoluted, too much trouble. But I was like, oh, that would be so cool to see it with everybody. All the folks
Wow.
back then were all gray and wrinkly and limping around, and get our little walkers out and go down the red carpet. But didn't happen. But so now I will get a chance to see it with my new best friends.
Oh, absolutely. That's awesome, man.
That's
Well,
awesome.
it really is, man. It's I mean, I'm just smiling ear to ear. I'm so excited about this. And and again, I know I said it a minute ago, but seriously, Bill, on behalf of Michael and me both, thank you so much for doing this. It's really cool of you to do this.
And you're going to get to see the one film I was truly injured on, not once, twice. And both of the injuries are preserved in the video that you're about to watch. So that is it's not a spoiler. It's just a prep. It's a tease.
It's a tease. There you go.
That.
That's right. Hey, Val. Val just
Hey, Val.
joined. Hey, Val. We have, of course, the amazing Bill Perry joining us as a surprise for everyone who made the effort to show up tonight for the party. When it's really awesome. And everyone who's watching this on the replay mode, welcome to the show. You're in for a treat. So, all right, last thing before we start the movie is I want to give everyone a chance to queue the movie up. It's on Amazon Prime for free. Multiple places you can watch it. Again, it's Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. You can't forget that poster. And I love the poodle. Notice the poodle. That's all I'm going to say.
Hey, Steve, I want to say one quick thing.
Oh, good.
A quick shout out to all of our patrons who support our channel. We really want to thank you, Jennifer Armstrong, Valerie Janowski, Kirsten Marie, Larry Warner, Travis Dale, Denisha Lane, and Flet's Movies and Pop Culture, who's on the May the Force Be With You level.
That's right, our top tier. That's awesome.
Yeah. So thank you, everyone who supports our channel. We really appreciate it, and it helps us keep going. And really if you haven't done this, hit the thumbs up button.
Yeah.
And the subscribe button, you rat bastards. Come on now.
That's right.
You don't know what I'm capable
of. That's true, man. You're a man of multiple skill. And listen, we're at 781 subs. We're trying to get to 1,000. We're clawing there. We're getting so close. And we would appreciate it.
Damn it. Tell your mom.
That's right. Exactly. Smash that thumbs up and
monetize this biatch. Let's go.
Try the deal.
That's it. That's right. And you know what, guys? Listen, this special night that we have here with Bill, we also, even though we're not monetized, we do have a way, Michael, that we can get super chats if you so desire to support the show tonight. If you're having fun and you want to, express that through a financial donation to help us out, you can do that through Venmo right here. Simply go to Venmo, the Venmo app, and send your super chat of whatever you'd like to send is on your heart. And it's at the Movie Bros React right there all together. You just put that in Venmo. It'll come right to us. Michael monitors the Venmo account as we are live. And anytime a super chat comes in, Michael will alert us and we will address it accordingly. So if you have a question that's really burning and you want to get that in, we would appreciate that. Not only will you get to chat with Bill and get Bill's interaction, or you'll also help the channel. So it's a win-win for everybody.
And it will cure that burning. Because boy, I tell you.
Bill.
It's like monetary vaccine, really. It cures all burning and itching. I'm swelling.
I can only imagine. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. And we know what we're talking about here.
Sorry. Can we be PG-13 on this one, or are we going? We still got to stay in the G.
No. PG-13 is fine.
Okay,
absolutely, cool. PG-13 is absolutely fine. So, no, sir.
No NC-17. I'll stay clear of that. I promise.
Yeah, we'll stay clear of the NC-17, but PG-13, we're all good. No, you're good.
So it's fun because we were deciding what movie we wanted to watch this Wednesday night, because we usually do it on Thursdays, and it was between Independence Day and this movie, and we decided to go with this movie because this movie is more American than Independence Day. So
it's true.
God bless you.
I mean, hey, listen, I love Bill Pullman's speech at the end of Independence Day. It's very stirring, but you know what? Bill Pullman and all. I'd rather have Bill Perry and Elvira. So that's what I'm talking about. See what I
There you're
did?
going with it.
Those are
I see.
American
Yeah.
treasures right there.
Yes.
That's right. That's right. All right, guys, this is great. So I think it's about time. We'll get going. So everyone at home, Michael's going to do a countdown, and make sure your movie's at 000, and then we'll all hit play when Michael gives us the cue, and we'll watch the movie. And Bill, this is free reign for you, my friend. Any commentary you want, you tear it up, man. It's all you. We're honored just to hear your stories and how.
I'll try not to ruin anything. I promise. I'll try to keep
No.
quiet. It's never
No.
happened before, but
Yeah.
this could be the day. You never know.
This will not be the day. No, don't let it happen.
Everybody,
yeah.
make sure your subtitles are on too.
There you go. Thanks. In fact, Michael, I'm glad you said that because I got to make sure mine are on. I think they are. Subtitles are on. That way you can always read the dialogue. Yeah, mine are on. And as we're talking and Bill's sharing, you can still see what's being said. You won't miss anything. So subtitles on. And Michael, I think, Bill, you're ready? Are you good to go, sir?
Let's rock.
All right.
I'm ready too.
Okay. I'm going to count down from 3. On go, we'll click. 3,
Okay.
2, 1, go.
Go. And here comes the RLJE films.
3, 4, 5,
6, 7, 8. I'm a second ahead of you, but that could just be the internet.
I think it's the internet.
Yep, really close. Is that what you're tracking with this, Bill?
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Oh, I'm so excited. This is so fun.
Wow, I haven't seen this logo in a long time.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
John
All
Candy
right.
was in some movies like this, right? With this logo.
I bet he was. Yes,
That was Freddy Krueger.
that's right. He sure was.
Oh my goodness.
Oh. Wow. We've come a long way in the film industry. Oh.
They spent hundreds of dollars on that monster.
Oh my gosh, that guy was on UHF.
Yep.
For those too young to know what UHF means.
Us too, Val. I love it.
Dude, these these people's like facial expressions.
Yep. Oh gosh.
Oh.
You said she was a nympho.
The Me Too movement in full swing.
You ever been on a set like this, Bill?
Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
She has a payphone in her dressing room.
Yeah. I bet the production designer had fun on this movie, Bill, doing all this stuff.
Candy Graham for Mongo.
Who upholstered that guy? I have a couch like that.
Oh man. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
I love it. Can you imagine? I love this. Check this out, man. Look at
That
this
car
car.
absolutely rocks.
Yes. So, Bill, are you starting to get some nostalgia yet?
Oh yeah, I remember that car.
Yeah.
Did you
That's
get to
awesome.
ride in it?
No.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I just love it. Ooh, it's good stuff. I'm
How
already
many?
thinking this. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to ask, how many people out in chat have seen this movie?
Yeah, good question. We got some first-time watchers. Let us know. There you go, James. 1959 Thunderbird. Nice. Oh my gosh. James has
God.
seen it a few times. Nice. It's a great movie.
Nice.
It's such a fun movie. Oh man.
It's really. They used to really
Awesome,
do that.
fella.
Smoke a cigarette right there by the gas pump.
Oh, dude. Man.
Man, that dress is like so tight.
This guy. Live. Oh man.
Nothing gratuitous about this movie.
We're such
Oh
men.
no.
Gosh. Oops. Love it.
Perils of self-service.
But that was fun. For the pyrotechnics specialists. That was pretty fun. Yep. Nice.
He's dropping everything.
Oh no. Falwell, Massachusetts.
Is the house supposed to be haunted or something?
You'll have to wait and see.
That would be a total spoiler.
Yep.
Man, those boxes haven't changed. Those Girl Scout boxes haven't changed since the 80s, even before.
Now, Bill, is this on a back lot or is this an actual town?
No, this is all Warner Brothers Studios.
Okay.
Hey, there was Ira.
Oh.
It actually looks like the lot from Back to the Future.
Yeah,
a little bit. A little bit. Oh.
I love her.
Me too. Oh gosh.
Oh, Ed.
Yes. Yes. There's Ira Hyde, Bill, who used stunt double.
Yeah, that's my
right
boy.
there with the glasses.
Oops.
There you go, everybody. There's Bill with Ira. His stunt double.
Still him, yeah. This is the stunt he can do.
Oh man. Oh gosh.
Surprised they didn't have ashtrays in there.
Well, when you get to know this town, you'll.
Was she
Or
smoking?
she is smoking.
Goals.
Oh man.
Pinko.
Tidy bowl.
Party bowl, yo.
Oh, that guy's from Greece.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
No.
You're so true. So true, Val. She's so natural. She's so good at delivery.
So fun.
Wow. Wow.
Dang.
Oh,
Man, this guy, he's pretty. This guy's built. Look at this guy.
that is a
Yeah.
good dude.
Woo. Man. Oh.
It's like a female Rodney Dangerfield.
I know.
Oh, I gotta tell you. Oh, this place is rough, I tell you.
That's right. Oh gosh.
Dude.
He's a real gentleman.
Yeah. Chump.
Oh.
Uncle Remus.
Oh man. Oh man.
Dude.
Dude. Oh. Oh. He gives me Emperor Palpatine vibes.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. Good.
Good. Oh, it's the old Munster's house, I think.
Pretty close,
Right?
if not exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. The Morality Club.
Oh my gosh, she does
Busybody.
Yeah.
such a great busybody.
She does.
She was great in Ferris Bueller.
Oh gosh, yes, I agree.
Subtle name there, Chastity Pariah.
Yes, I know, it's great.
Didn't the
So Bill,
aunt just die? I mean, why is everything all cobwebby and dusty? She had a housemaid.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's not a documentary. That could all,
Do you know if they had multiple dogs for that?
I don't. I only remember the one.
Now, Bill, while we're watching the movie, obviously, but what how long were you on set for the shoot? Do you remember? Like
I was
how
on
many
about 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty long days.
Yeah, not usually. Long nights. Everything was done at night,
Ah,
except for like this stuff. At least when I was.
yep. Yep. Yep, she needs her 50 grand for Vegas.
And 20 to
Oh,
spare.
that's right.
Oh gosh.
Oh man. That's cool. Thanks, Jason. We appreciate you,
Yeah.
buddy. Thanks for your support as always, my friend. And Jason, we got Bill here, Bill Perry, who's he's a cast member of the movie. 2 week stunt double for Ira Hayden. And when we get to those scenes, Bill has some great stuff to share. Some painful stuff to share too.
Well, he's got some anger management issues.
Oh yeah, he does. Doesn't like Uncle Vinny.
Nope. The two Utes.
Oh really, Bill? Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Felt like he was being wasted. That was, he was like a big movie star. It's like, yeah, there was a time. Oh, okay. Now we're talking.
Okay, Bill, go for it.
Okay. They're going to climb up here. And that second story window is where we peek in.
Okay.
And the plan is we're going to be trying to peek through the window. Well, I won't give it away. See it when you see it. So those are sprinklers. So we're all getting very cold and wet in the middle of the night.
Oh, gosh. That would be cold. Oh.
Okay, so that's not even Ira there. Okay, here we are. Going up here, we're trying to get a look.
Okay. So these shots here from the back is where you're in, right?
Yeah. Okay, so where he just tried to grab me there, he dropped me twice, all the way to the windowsill below. I missed the high jump pad beneath us, and I ended up cracking my rib the first time. And then they let these guys do this little thing. Oh yeah, they dropped me twice. I landed on a windowsill, broke my ribs, and Cassandra actually had them stop filming until they figured out a way to keep me from falling again because she didn't want to see me get hurt. So very cool.
Good on her.
Yeah, the big stars don't normally do that kind of stuff. They usually just let whatever happens. Let somebody else deal with it, But she was very, very nice.
That's awesome. So that scene where he caught you, that's the one they kept, obviously, because they caught you.
They actually ran a wire through the guy's sleeve into a harness that I was wearing so that he couldn't drop me a third time.
Jeez,
the first two were plenty.
Good night. Well,
movie magic, I tell you.
Movie magic, and look, I don't applaud you getting hurt, but I applaud you for putting yourself out there and sticking even to the point of injury to nail that scene. Thank you, Bill. That's much appreciated.
It was a fun night, except for that.
Wow. Ouch. How long did it take for your ribs to feel normal again? Do you remember?
Yeah, they heal. They, every time I take a deep breath, the two ribs kind of rub against each other.
Oh,
The
man.
the pieces never actually healed.
They never healed. Oh, my gosh. Wow. It is wild, James. I know.
It's a little little souvenir.
Oh, my gosh.
Every time I take a deep breath at the doctor, they hear the ribs clack together, and he goes, "Oh my God, what is that?" Like, oh, he's like, "Does that
Dang,
hurt?"
man.
I'm like, "Not anymore. It hurt a long time
Oh,
ago."
gosh. Oh, man. Oh, gosh. Man.
Her mom's really old.
Yeah,
How old was she when she had that kid? Like
I
60?
know. Right? Exactly.
When you see Ira here, the funny part is, I thought he was a kid. Ira's only 3 years younger than me.
Wow.
He's like, I think he's 25 in this movie.
25. Wow. He really passes as a teenager. My gosh.
Yeah.
Wow. Look at that.
It's like Walt Disney threw up on it.
It does. Oh. Succubus.
Reminds me of Tommy Boy. And that's when the prostitutes come in.
Oh, no. That poor guy.
Yeah.
Man.
That poor clock.
Man. Every man in this town, Bill, is hitting on her.
Pretty typical of most realtors I've encountered.
It's like they're supposed to be all these moral, upright people, and then he.
Yeah.
That's right. Yep.
And in the city of Falwell. Yeah.
Falwell. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, man.
That dog. That's so funny.
Mm-hmm.
So besides Elvira, who was your favorite person on the set?
Let's see. Who would that be? Actually, Ira was pretty cool to me. He was. I always have to be as the stunt person. You want to make sure you're making your actor look good, and
Yeah.
he was, very easy to work with. So, good guy.
That's cool.
It was a real pleasure meeting him this week on Monday.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, the gossip time now.
yeah. Oh.
Gosh, dude.
Imagine getting all your acting jobs because you have that look. Between like that guy on the right. Like,
Yeah, you're right.
I'm the, I'm the most moronic looking person in town. Hey, you got a job.
Yes.
Seems like they always had to have that, sidekick lackey looking kind of
Yeah.
person.
Yep. Oh yeah, Val, this is great. This is a fun movie.
Did that say Howard the Duck?
No, how to. Oh gosh. He hadn't finished the letters yet.
Oh,
Oh, dude. Oh gosh, it's great. Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh.
Excellent. And that
This
guy
is
is like
cool.
a classic Shakespearean actor, you know.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Big England, big in England doing Hamlet and stuff, and there he is in Elvira. He was definitely like, you could tell it's like, I just need a paycheck. I just need a paycheck.
Did you talk to him at all?
A little bit, yeah. He was a very nice guy, but this was clearly below his normal skill
Yeah.
requirement.
Sometimes you just got to have money to pay the bills.
Absolutely.
And that funky eye just makes it work.
It does. Yes.
Oh, shooter.
So now you know, Michael, that here's our antagonist in the movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Ooh. He's a warlock, man. Diet Pepsi. Pepsi always gets in the movies.
Yeah.
I don't know how much they must
Yeah.
pay every year in movie marketing. So, Bill, I've got a really random question, but I don't think I've ever asked anyone this.
By the way.
Do you remember what was the craft services like on this movie? Do you remember what they would serve?
Yeah, this is a good budget film, so this was actually very nice. And plus, we were on the actual lot, so it was much easier for them to do.
True.
But yeah, she was very generous. This was actually a fairly good budget for.
Yeah.
This was actually NBC, television company actually paid for this as one of their first endeavors as a feature filmmaker.
Interesting. Okay. Well, that's cool. Good to It's good to hear. Nice.
Yeah, they took good care of us.
Yeah. I'll be there.
You go. You go, girl.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
She's like hamming it up. Man, I haven't heard that in a long time. Be there,
Be
square.
there, be square. Yeah, same.
Hi. Closed.
Oh yeah, actually, one more stunt.
Here we go, Bill.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
was that your feet?
Yeah, I think I was. Yeah, they had me go over. I don't know if they even used any of what I did. I think they were afraid that Ira was going to fall. But this is definitely a stunt guy here.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
What is that on the floor? Oh, is it a design?
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, I thought it was blood or something.
Yeah. Look, yeah, exactly. Oh, that's right. She gets all trashy 80s in this.
Oh no.
Dang. Oh, dang.
And these poor guys.
Man.
Flash dance.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, Felix.
Yeah, I love this shot too.
Man.
Totally highbrow humor here. No easy jokes, you know.
Yeah.
I love it. They just don't
This,
make movies like this anymore, Bill.
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
I really do wish they still made movies like this. They just don't.
Yeah.
The 80s hair, so great. It's so many memories.
So 80s. Look at that hair.
Yeah.
Elvira, this is an ancient, old-timey live stream right here for her.
Yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Oh, going for a little action there.
Got their arm around the shoulder. Hello.
Oh, there it goes. Oh,
Dude,
Lord.
this is so bad. Oh. Oh. Oops.
And Cassandra really was a Vegas dancer. She was a showgirl for a while.
Really? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't think she did that.
Right.
Please tell me that's you, Bill.
Yeah. Those are my legs.
Wow, you have some
Shave down a little
fantastic
bit.
legs.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
A little carry action there.
Yes. Oh, that's awful. Man.
And Tars, man, you can't hardly get that off.
Gas. Oh
That's a lot
gosh.
of goo. A lot of goo going.
Ooh. No smoking allowed in this house right now. Poor thing. Don't smoke. There you go.
No flash.
No flash. Oh, product placement. What do we? Or no, maybe not. Maybe not.
There was Diet
No,
Pepsi.
That's it.
no, that was that. What do you call it? Beer, the plain rat beer. Remember that? Just had a little
Oh, just
blue stripe on it.
yeah. Yep. Beer. I remember when TV used to end at midnight.
Yep. Slice.
Yeah.
Slice soda.
When I was a kid in the 80s, I would
Oh,
go
yeah.
to sleep
Both
with the
Pepsi
TV
products.
on. Oh yeah, that's right. Slices. I miss Slice. I don't think they make that anymore.
Mm-mm.
It was pretty good.
Right up there with Tab.
Tab. Yes. Yeah, I've never drank a Tab, Bill.
It's Diet Coke. It's the same
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, okay.
It was on. Remember back in was it Back to the Future?
Mhm.
Can I have a tab?
Yep.
Oh, you can,
Yeah. It's like, you get it.
That's right. You got to order something before you get a Tab.
she smells horrific if she was bathing in gas.
Right. Exactly.
Oh no. Casserole. Oh my god.
That
It's
looks like weed.
bubbling.
I'm just saying.
Oh.
Ew.
Oh.
Not vegan.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh gosh. No worms were harmed in the filming of this movie.
Yeah.
Well, that's before they had those disclaimers.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure there was a worm wrangler on set.
Yeah.
But that looks like hops.
Oh, that's nasty.
Well, this will be one time. Something she'll make only once.
Oh, God.
Gross.
Yeah, that's
Cheese whiz.
That'll fix anything.
Yep. That and ketchup.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, is she making a love potion or something accidentally?
Yeah, she doesn't know what she made.
Oh my goodness.
Man, you imagine?
Oh,
Good
God.
gosh.
Garbage disposal.
Hey, Destin. Welcome, buddy.
Hey, Destin.
We're here with Bill Perry, who's one of the cast members on the film, stunt double for Ira Hayden. And if you'd like to join us, we've still got 36 minutes left of the movie, but you should watch it from the beginning after, or maybe on the replay. Good stuff, Destin.
Time to go to the truck stop.
Yeah.
What? What happened?
Hey, it was a dream.
That music is so 80s, man. I love it.
Oh, I love it too. Miss you too, Destin. We need to do a stream together soon, buddy. Been too long. Glad you're getting back in the saddle, just like I am.
It'll be your great aunt stuffed in the trunk.
Dude, I would not be surprised if anything at this point. Oh.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh.
Good penmanship.
Very. Yeah, very, very good penmanship. Destin, there's comedy with horror elements to it, but she's excellent.
Mostly comedy.
Mostly comedy, yeah,
Mostly.
that's true. Yep.
Is that her without her wig?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh. Roger Corman, rest in peace. That's awesome.
Fantastic. Baby Elvira.
Yep.
Moolah.
Girl. First rule of horror: you never repeat phrases in another language that you don't understand. It
Obviously
never usually ends
changed.
well.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Don't want to be right.
Oh my goodness. Oh. Wow.
No
Dang.
stakes were harmed in the making of this film.
Uh-oh.
Wow, chicka wow wow.
Yeah. The Morality Club. Oh man. Oh man. One of my most favorite parts of the movie starts right in this section.
Oh my gosh. I'd be in tears. Oh no.
Ew.
Tic Tac pie. Oh,
Why? Why would you do
dude.
that?
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Oh. I've seen this movie many, many times, but it's been a while since I've seen it. A few years.
Yeah,
You know what?
I think I remember.
I've never
I
seen
remember
this
it.
movie before. I've never seen it.
And Bill, I see you hadn't seen it in a while yourself, too.
No,
Right?
at least 30 years.
Wow.
I
That's
think
great.
I've seen one part,
Yeah.
but I've never seen the whole movie. Apple Slice?
Apple Slice. That was my favorite one.
Yeah.
That was,
Another product placement.
and it was so good in the 80s. Apple Slice.
Oh my god.
Dude, it's making everyone randy.
What movies was that guy in right there? The real estate guy.
He's been
Oh,
great character actor. He was in
I love him.
Sledgehammer, episode of Sledgehammer. Dude.
Oh, Ed.
Chastity.
Look at everybody.
oh God. I think I remember where this is going.
Is his
Oh.
face taken? Oh my gosh. Look at him. They're jamming now. Wow.
Oh my god.
This is great. It's like one of my favorite sequences.
Oh my gosh. Was that the rapping granny?
I don't know.
Oh
Oh
no.
no, dude. Imagine making this like on set. That had to be crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my word.
Somebody should have had a camera.
Dude. Bill, were you on set during this time or no?
Not during this one, no.
Oh God, look at this. Dude. Wow.
He's such a good sport. Help.
Oh.
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 Oh, she wears pasties.
Ira.
That's still the closest he's been to a real set of boobs.
Bill. Oh my gosh. Dude.
On liquor.
On liquor. It's good writing.
He's pretty intense.
Yeah, he is.
Okay, here comes
Go for it.
Here comes the other stunt, and it's in
Okay,
slow
everybody.
motion.
Okay.
You'll get to see what I was a handsome young man until this scene.
Oh. Get ready, guys. You're going to see Bill in action.
Yeah, yeah. We get a little bit yet, but it's coming up. They're going to start trying to get her out of the jail.
Gotcha. Yep.
So, Billy, are you enjoying it?
All right. Oh, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so here we are. We're going to get Elvira out by cutting a hole in the roof. But
Oh my-
because we're kids, we're not that bright.
Oh, here we go.
So they're seriously gonna burn her to death?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you busted your ribs on the first one,
Yeah.
and
And
then
this is when you get to see my nose go.
Oh.
oh no.
Yeah. She said it
Man.
smells like hot dogs. That's funny.
Oh.
No.
Oh no. Dang.
Somehow I think it's going to come out okay. I just don't know.
Got a hunch. Oh,
Oh,
that's
no.
cool. Like a little rat. Oh.
And acid.
Who do we incinerate?
It's like water boy.
Okay.
You could do it.
So they're cutting the hole.
Okay.
And this guy gets got so many great character actors, and we're in everything at that time.
Mm-hmm. Dude. Here it
Right
is.
there on the right, boom in the face.
Oh.
On the far right, yeah.
And
Yeah,
that
really
just
good thing I
man.
didn't need that one.
bye-bye
The
nose.
floor was made of wood and plastic cups, and so when we hit the ground, all the cups were supposed to give way, but I weighed too little, and so the cups didn't break, and my knees shot up and caught me in the nose,
Oh.
can almost knock me out. So I just basically told everybody I had dust in my eye, and I ran to the restroom and bleeding all over the place, and kind of got myself cleaned up before I left.
Dude.
Did you see stars? I probably would have knocked myself out.
Completely, absolutely,
Wow.
totally comic book style.
Oh man,
Man,
I
Bill.
just I felt shivers when I saw that, especially when
Telling
you're
you.
talking about it.
Yes.
Oh, real.
Telling you guys, like, I say all the time on this, we talk here on the channel, what these amazing stunt professionals like Bill have done for us as viewers. They literally risk injury on any potential scene so that the movie will be authentic and believable. And
They're
Bill,
the
I
ones that
wanted to say
make the
thank you
movie.
for that. Yeah,
Yeah.
you
There
meant
was a great
Seriously.
line somebody said the other day. He said that being brave means you do something when you might get hurt, but the same thing is true of stupid.
that's hilarious. Well, Bill, you're very intelligent and brave, my friend. Okay, let's
Yeah.
get that right.
It was one of those things, stuff goes wrong, and that's why they hire a stunt guy. So, if I had gotten hurt, they'd be stuck forever to wait until they got better
That's
after they get
true.
sued. So,
Yes. Well,
oh,
let's make it clear. We appreciate you putting yourself on the line for make these movies authentic. So, Bill, thank you for
it
your
was fun.
sacrifice. It really is. Literally sacrificing your body. For
She's got a
sure.
great line here.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh no.
Oh no, that's wrong.
That's so messed up.
Now he really let her have it.
You did, man. Strong language from him.
Jeez.
Oh, that's a ring. I thought that was a necklace.
Yeah.
They were tied them knots. Isn't a Boy Scout.
Wow. There you go.
Let the hate flow through you.
That's right, Val.
That is
Very
exactly
true.
right, Val.
Yep.
We never saw this guy in anything ever again.
No, I don't think I have either. Had his moment though.
You know, it's really weird to find out, you know, what happens to people like in acting careers and stuff.
Yep.
You know, because some people have like they go back to school or they have issues where, you know, they just
Dude, look
stop.
at his face.
I know.
His face. Oh man.
Oh no.
Dang.
Oh.
Wow.
The evil flows through him.
Yes. Dang. Oh. That's awful.
Making use. Perfectly good dog.
Exactly.
I know,
Yeah.
and they didn't care about animal cruelty in this movie.
Uh-oh. Mm-mm. Ooh. Wow. Oh no. Around to his finger. It's great. Oh, that was not a good, Elvira.
Why does he want to kill her?
Why not? He wants the book, and yeah, she won't tell him where it is. Or does he have it now? Oh, he has it.
He has a book, yeah.
Now he's just reaching his power, I guess. You know, it was the evil warlock. Oh wow. Dude. Oh, whoa.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh, that was Bill right there jumping over the fence.
Yeah, that was me. Yeah.
Bill did everything.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I had a nice set of boobs back then.
Nice.
Now that I'm older, you know.
Nice makeup. Oh.
Dang.
Death by shoe.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Oh my goodness.
Throws that shoe like a Mexican grandmother.
That
hurt.
hurt.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It's a comb. Oh, leeches.
Oh.
That was the most flimsiest door I've ever seen.
That's supposed to be a
It is an old house, Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on now. Don't break the believability. Fourth wall.
Oh no.
Dang.
He can see through walls too.
Oh, uncle.
Right? Oh.
Oh, uncle, don't touch me there. Get your ring.
Get the ring. Get the ring.
Where
get
does
the
hair
ring.
go?
It happens with age.
He's aging every minute. Dang.
You're bleeding.
Oh,
I don't have time to bleed.
that's right. Oh. Dude. Oh.
Oh, she's got a runner in her stockings.
Wolfman's got nards.
That's right.
It's like Uber.
And now, at
Now,
the end.
young Skywalker, you will die.
Oh, where'd he go?
They totally ripped off Star Wars.
Yeah.
Star Wars ripped this off.
Yeah, that's right. I think that's the right. Star Wars
your-
ripped this off.
Get your book.
Get the book. Get the book. Get the book. Come on. Come on, Elvira. Oh.
Oh, well, that is touchy.
Ah.
Uh-huh.
That's true. Just let it all go. Wow. Dang.
Did pretty well for being on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Elvira.
I know. Oh boy.
I wish.
Forgot.
Jeez. Oh. Okay.
He sounds so funny with that neck brace on. It's like,
Yeah.
He does.
probably because I was choking him.
Mm-hmm.
Plus Shecky
Plus
Green.
Shecky Green.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. That's a costume, man.
Mm-hmm.
I hadn't noticed. Yeah, I suppose.
Wow.
That was me too in the back. I'm one of the devil guys. Me and
Are you
Ira.
serious?
Yeah.
I was like, oh wow.
Yeah. That's me with the beard. Yeah.
Nice. That should be number 1 on your resume.
Yeah.
Devil dancer. Yeah.
Devil dancer. Man, those sound effects are so 80s, man.
Little-
Oh, it's the
Yeah.
80s. Yeah, 80s rap. 100%. It's great.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
Here we go.
I wonder if she was a burlesque dancer before this.
I don't know.
there go the
Hey.
other one. There you go. Yeah.
Dude. Oh, man.
She's gonna get her 50,000 back and then some.
Oh, yeah. She did such an amazing job in this movie. I'm serious.
She did.
She really did, man. She's great.
You know what? If she would have been born like right now, she would have been like a freaking TikTok amazing person.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Black Roses.
Is that you in the dark there, Bill?
Yeah, I'm on the right. Yeah.
On the right, yeah.
On the right.
Slightly
The great
blonde
thinker.
wig. Yeah. Yeah.
Yay. That's
You know,
fantastic.
and the Oscars completely overlooked it. It's
Oh,
damn shame. Damn shame.
you're robbed. You're totally robbed, bro.
I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for the call any day now. They'll be back. They'll be back.
You never say never, right? Hey, Val. Val says, what a great way to start the holiday. Yes.
An American classic.
Yes,
is.
yes. Right up there with Citizen Kane and It's a Wonderful Life.
All right,
Heck yeah.
show us where you're at.
Oh,
And the
Violet's
credits.
rapping. I'm not actually watching the credits anymore.
I already
You
turned mine
know,
off.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
I'm sure it's in there somewhere at the end of
Oh
a
yeah,
person
it's
or
gonna be in there.
crew, something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. Back in the day, if they didn't credit you, um, there was a rule. They had to have at least 40 people in the credits, and if they had less than 40 and you weren't included, they had to pay you an additional fee for it.
Oh.
And yeah, and actually, depending on how many of us just watched that, a little tiny chump change comes my way down the line from streaming.
Okay.
It's almost nothing. I mean, I get checks anymore for 2 cents, for actually 2 cents.
Are you serious?
It costs 47 cents to mail, and then
That's
it probably
2
cost
cents.
them $2 or $3 to actually print the envelope,
Sure.
print the check, go through all that stuff. And I asked them one time, why do you even bother? And they said it's more work to try to remove them than just to send them. And I think
Wow.
they don't have to send anything less than $1.
Okay.
It's been such a long time, but every now and then, like if when they change streaming services, sometimes that's considered a purchase. And anytime the movie makes money, they have to divide the profits among the cast. And so we get these. Every now and then, I'll get a pretty decent check if it went, if something really cool happened, like whenever they sell Star Trek, whenever they change streaming,
Yes.
I get a few $100. A few
Hey.
$100 I did for something 30 years ago. Fine, I'll
Yeah.
take it. It's just
Heck
mailbox money,
So
Sure.
us watching tonight supported you. A couple of pennies.
I might have gotten a tenth of a cent, sure.
Hey, that's awesome.
It's funny. I have a book that I wrote, and somebody asked me, how much do you get? I'm like, you really want to know? They're like, 18 cents. Like, you don't even get a quarter. It's like not even a quarter.
Dang.
18 cents. But it was never about making any money. It was about sharing
Yeah.
the work.
Yeah.
So when anybody knowing that people enjoyed this movie tonight, and when people will say, "Oh my gosh, I had so much fun," and
Yep.
knowing that you were in that was really fun. It's like, hey, it was fun to do, and it's fun to watch again, and it's fun to watch with people that actually enjoy it. That's the only reason we ever did any of that work, other than trying to make a living. But when you know that people enjoyed it, it's like, how much more fun could it be? And you get to see yourself. You watch TV, and if you go to see it at the theater, there you are, 60 feet across.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's so 14 frames. I went right by.
That's so awesome. And Val said, thanks so much for joining us tonight, Bill. Such a pleasure to have you as a guest. Yes.
Oh, thank you guys for watching, and thanks for inviting me. This is always fun. I've watched these several times and not chimed in, but it's always fun to see the reactions and hear you guys' commentary. It's just this side of, what was that, Mystery Science Theater.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's right.
Show. Love that show.
Hey, Bill, I got a question for you. Do you have any friends that are still in the business?
Yeah, I have a couple. There's a guy named Alan Robinson who's actually been on Stephen's show before, and Alan was like Tom Hanks's double. Was on just everything. He's got 150 films.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, he's
Clint Eastwood's double too, even.
Clint Eastwood's double, yeah. And he's still at it. He doesn't so much do the rough and tumble stuff so much anymore because he's around my age. When you get in your 60s, stuff breaks. It doesn't grow back anymore. And so, but he does some stunt coordinating, and then another buddy of mine, Jeff, is a huge stunt coordinator. Does all the biggest, just the really humongo budgets.
Wow.
And still at it, and I got out of it, I guess, 22 years ago, so that was quite a while back. But there is some. I did a film the other day, a real low budget horror, slasher horror film. Somebody was making out here, just needed some people to come in and do a few lines, and it was really fun to do again, even though it wasn't a big production thing, and it was a bunch of guys in a backyard, basically. But
Right.
I'm hoping that I wrote a book that is now, I've written a screenplay out of it, and it's I've got a guy that's going to turn it into a graphic novel. And then
Wow.
the graphic novel does well. A lot of times, the movie people see it and they're like, "Well, this is basically a storyboard for the movie." And
Right.
if
Yeah.
it's done, if it does well as a comic book, there's a chance you might get a low budget movie made out of it. So I
Wow.
keep my fingers crossed. And somebody said, would you be in it? I'm like, of course,
Of course you
of
would.
course I would be. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm the same guy I was 30 years ago. I'm just older. I didn't get any smarter, and I didn't get any more mature. I still want all the same crap I wanted.
Would you be like Stan Lee in all the Marvel movies?
No, it's the book is a nightmare that I had of myself going through something really awful, and I wrote it as just some notes, and I sent it to a publisher friend of mine, and he said, "Well, write it." And I didn't at first, and then I did. And somebody said, "Well, would you act in it?" It's like, who would know it better than me? And it was, it's based on people I know, my family, my friends. And it's very, very vivid and very scary, very disturbing. And so I said, somebody had said, "Well, if I gave you $100,000 to make it, what would you do?" I said, "I'd demand that I was in it. I'd have to play me."
Yeah,
absolutely.
Nobody could do it better. And he's like, "Well, let's see what we can do." So we're trying to put some. You put these things on like Indiegogo or Kickstarter or one of those crowdfunding sources, and every now and then it happens. And I'm told the script would be worthy of making a film. I'd like to think so. So it's kind of one of those things. You never give up. You always keep your hand in. And it's. I'll have to send you, Stephen and Michael. I'll send you copies of the book, and you'll read it, and you'll never talk to me again.
No.
Dude,
I was going to say, you have to promise us if you get this into a movie, you'll have to come back and we'll do a live watch of it.
Well, gosh. I'm going to send it to you, and when you read it, you'll recognize why people like some people from my church are actually in the book as characters. And one of the guys turns to me and says, "Hey, am I Emerson?" And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "You've done me wrong, dude. You did me wrong." And I said, "Yeah, I really did." And
it was a dream. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. But as they, who's gonna play me? I'm like, it's gonna, it's George Clooney for you. It's Matt Damon for you. Yeah, it's. But it's when you read it, you're going to recognize why none of them will eat with me anymore. So I will send it to you as a. I'll send it to you as you guys want. There's an audiobook, or there's an audiobook or an actual Kindle or a real physical book. So whatever you want, you let me know, and I'll get it out.
Wow, that's I think for me,
it's just, I did the audiobook too. So
I was going to say for me, just me, my style of things, an audiobook would be my most enjoyable way to do it. I know Michael's a reader. He'll read books.
It was so disturbing to go back through it again that I had to read it 3 times all the way through, because it's you'll recognize there's some very emotional stuff in it for me. And first time I was like, no, it's too much. Nobody's going to buy it. The second time it wasn't enough, and the third time I finally got it. But it's just like any acting role, you gotta work through it. And as I was, there's some really personal stuff that is very hard. People who know me and people who have kids particularly said, "How do you even write about stuff like that?" It's like, yeah, I get it. You're pretty funny, but you're dark. Dude, you're really dark. my wife's a therapist, and the first thing my brother said when he read it was, "You need help." I mean, like,
wow.
Serious. Because there's a lot going on in there. You need to work some things out. I said, it's a nightmare, guys. It just happened to be. I remember it was like I watched it from beginning to end, like a movie. And so when I woke up, I just scribbled as fast as I could everything I could remember. And so when I started writing it, it was actually quite easy as far as remembering it. But there's some really, really intense stuff where my friends are like, I wouldn't have thought you could even write that. It's something I wouldn't even want to imagine for 5 seconds. Like, yeah, well, there you go. Yeah, and they said it's really disturbing. And I said, they said, well, what happened? What caused all this? And I said, what do you know? What do you think? And they're like, I know what I think. I want to know from you what really happened. I said, I'm not going to tell you. That's the great part about horror is it disturbs you. You know.
Well, Bill, I just put a link in the chat.
Yeah, look at you.
And for everyone watching right now, live and on the replay, days, weeks later, months later, please click the link. Go to Amazon and let's. Hey,
it's $1. Literally, it's $1 to get it as a Kindle book. Come on.
Yeah, there it is. 99 cents for Kindle. And paperback is only $6.99, guys.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Bill.
I wrote a sequel too. There's a sequel to that, and it's called. First book is called By His Hand. The second is called Out of His Mind.
Wow.
And next February, we're going to release it as a 1-book thing. I'm going to do some rewrites to make it a little smoother transition between the 2 books.
There you go.
Hardcover.
Oh, nice. There you go.
Do you feel like
it just makes you feel like a real writer?
Right, of course.
Do you feel like writing this book was kind of cathartic to you?
No, it was horrible.
Oh,
it really was. Wow. I mean, I'm not kidding about that. There's some parts of this where it's just so incredibly sad and so hard to imagine that I'm writing with just tears running down my face. And when my publisher said, well, where's the sequel? I'm like, dude, don't do this to me. And he's like, I said, this isn't a place I want to visit again.
Right.
And Lee Waddell gets me on the phone and he says, what if, and he gave me this idea. I said, damn it, that's good. Oh, shit. Okay, I got to do it again. And so I wrote a second book, just sort of based on it's 1 year to the day when the other story ends. And people who've read it said, it's more intense, it's more graphic, and it's more disturbing. And I said, well, any good sequel needs to be, if you go see Alien, I mean, how do you top the movie Alien?
Yeah.
Aliens.
Aliens.
That to me, everything's bigger, everything's more extreme, everything's more intense, So I felt like if I was going to write a second book, it'd have to be that. It'd have to be so intense and it'd have to be so shocking that you'd be like, get away from me, you're a freak. My next story is actually a baseball story and nobody gets chopped up or anything. It's just a Field of Dreams kind of fun.
Oh, nice. That's great. Guys, listen, seriously. Let's support Bill because he's so generous.
I really love it.
Really, seriously, guys.
And it's all the trauma you can get for $1. Seriously.
Wow.
When people say, I don't feel good about this anymore. I'm like, glad to know that giving you a nightmare that you can hang on to.
Oh my gosh, Bill.
And yes, Paula, I am on Instagram and I'm at Webbs Craven, just like Wes Craven, who was my employer at one time.
That's right. Isn't
Craven,
nice.
Yeah. For those who don't know. Man, I got you covered, man.
I'm gonna stop pitching my book.
No, I'm glad.
That's why we have you on here.
We want you to, we want to support you any way we can, and you're so generous in supporting us, and it's the least we can do.
Paula's already following me. Paula so she's already following me.
There you go.
Well, then I'm following you. How about that?
So Bill, the reason I asked about the other stunt people that were doing current movies is what do you see is the difference between when you were in the business back in the 80s and 90s to what the current people are doing now?
It's a mixture of more intense stuff, but with greater safety. Because in the old days you couldn't. There was no way to get rid of wires. Now you can get rid of wires, automated.
Yep.
You don't even have to have somebody going through and painting them out, in every frame. Now you can just, turn them green, make them invisible. So there's that. But the demand for something to look really, really good, you hear all the stories about Tom Cruise and all the crazy stuff he does. People demand a pretty high, intense, stunt. You watch the James Bond movies, from the, 50 years ago to present, they're always ramping it up. And so, but they can do things to make it safe. I was watching something today. I don't know if you guys ever remember Live and Let Die.
Yes.
The James Bond movie.
Mm-hmm.
The thing where he runs across the crocodiles? That was really a person, and those were real crocodiles.
No way.
What?
They shot it 5 times, and they showed the 5 takes. And the 5th one was the one. He literally fell in the water with those things. There wasn't, it was a stuntman, but they literally fell in the water, and one of the things actually bit him on the shoe,
Dude.
and he got away before it got him. But they did another take after that.
Oh my
So this guy, he's literally running across the tops of the backs of actual real crocodiles.
Oh my gosh.
I just happened to see it today. My son sent it to me and said, "Is this you?" And I'm like, "Yeah." But even back then, there was this great stunt. I mean, it's, I assumed it was faked. It's ridiculous. Who would even try that? But nowadays, people they can do things on green screens. They can do things on wires. I mean, all the superhero movies, and you see all the spins and the flips and stuff, and it can be done with a mixture of CGI and wires and stuff. So there's probably less really huge stunts done, but you look at the John Wick movies, the artistry and the choreography. It's like, like this violent ballet. It's amazing, and that stuff, you can't fake that, and you can't CGI it. Those are real people who've been spending months putting those scenes together, rehearsing, and they may have to do that fight scene from 6 or 7 different angles, and it takes weeks, to shoot one of those, just one sequence. So that's what I see is where there's a sort of artistry that's come around, to where it's not just throwing yourself, out a window. It's, you got to have some hot shot, high intensity skills, because they're making art in the action movies now. And I kind of wish I still had my chops, because I was a martial artist for a while, and those kinds of scenes are the things as a stunt person that you just dreamt. To do a John Wick movie would be as much fun as you can do with your pants on.
I always thought that.
Weeks.
Sorry. I always thought, Jackie Chan. They always said he did all of his stunts, and some of the stuff he did was like crazy, death-defying stuff. And
the thing about it was, back in movies here, they would never let you do stunts like that, because if you get hurt, it stops. And Jackie did get hurt from time to time, but because it was China, and because they had more money and more time, and they didn't have the same rules, and Jackie wasn't going to sue anybody. It was his own thing, and he was just remarkably capable. I mean, sorry, Tom, you got nothing on Jackie Chan.
No.
Agreed.
Nothing on Jackie Chan. And and he was an amazing martial artist. I mean, most of his films were very funny, but the skill and the precision and the actual just incredible athleticism and martial arts ability was comparable to Bruce Lee. I mean, I know that's sacrilege, but you watch those films, and if you really know your martial arts, and my brother Larry was a 9th degree black belt, and we used to go to Chinatown in downtown LA and go watch Jackie Chan movies in Chinese, no subtitles, just to watch the martial arts sequences.
Wow.
And that was a big part of when I got into the movies. It was like, oh God, just let me do a fight scene. And when we did Nightmare 4, they said, hey, we want you to do a martial arts sequence. Yeah.
Hey.
So
There you
I'm
go.
so excited. My brother sees it and he says, "Did you tell people I was your instructor?" And I said, "No." And he goes, "Thanks, man."
Oh,
Pull that dagger out. I mean,
no
but
doubt.
but he was, he was kind of right. By the time I'd done that film, I'd been out of the martial arts for a bit, and I wasn't nearly as my kicks weren't nearly as high or clean, or my form had dropped off. But that was okay for that film because the character of Rick wasn't supposed to be
Right.
Bruce Lee. He was supposed to be a competent martial artist. And then when they did the scene where he actually gets killed, he's not even fighting. Freddy's invisible. So it's just getting thrown around the room. So
right.
But anyway, that's a great question because it really has changed, and the work itself, I think, is less. There's fewer jobs for a smaller number of people, but the work that's actually out there, I think, is many, many times better. It's not as thrown away. And Paula just asks, what was the most dangerous stunt that I had to perform? A silly movie called License to Drive.
Oh, nice.
The
Love that
Corey.
movie.
I doubled the Corys in that movie and in Lost Boys. But in License to Drive, the opening sequence, the kids, Corey Haim is stuck in a bus, and everybody's a zombie. He's having a nightmare, and he can't get loose of his chains. He's literally chained, and he breaks them, and he sees his girl in his Ferrari, his dream car, his dream girl, and he throws himself through the window as they're driving down the street. And we really did that. I really went through that window, through real glass, and I have to go up through the air, flip upside down, and land on a vehicle that's following us. There's a camera there, another camera over here, and then there's cameras on the street. So they filmed it from 3 different things. And as I went through, the glass just stuck me right in the arm, just a big old hunk of it. And again, Lee Waddell, my best friend of many years, and in this case, really helped me out. Lee was also an EMT. He felt like that would get him more work. And so as I came out of the thing, I'm walking back to the trailer, and he says, "You're bleeding a lot." And I'm like, "A lot where? Oh my gosh, am I getting it in my costume?" And he goes, "No, man, you got something stuck in that vein." And so pulled it out, yanks it out, put some crazy glue, glued it back up, which is what they used to do in the war, back in Vietnam. That's where crazy glue got its big start. And they just glued it back up, did it again. We had to do the same stuff twice.
Oh no.
You had to do it again?
Dude.
And the funny thing about it is I've never done anything like that. Who has, really? So they said, the stunt coordinator turns to me and he says, "So how much do you want?" Because you get paid for the day, and then you get what's called a stunt adjustment. And the adjustment is an amount of money per stunt to compensate you for the extra, activity that you. Because if you're just there, they're going to give you $1,000. Good day, especially 1987 money.
Oh yeah,
Then he says, "Well, how much do you want?" And I said, "I don't know." And I'm looking around, hope somebody give me some number that I can use. And I said, $500. And he looks at me and he goes, "What are you, an idiot?" And I thought, "Oh, did I go too high? Did I go too low?" And he goes, "It's $1,500 each." I'm like, "Okay." He goes, "Is your life worth $500? Yeah, I guess. That was the price I put on it, at the moment. And then when you start to think back about, silly things like that, you go, "Oh my God, I almost died. I almost got run over by a follow vehicle, bleeding, out my arm, and I was willing to, to risk that for $500."
Wow.
So was Corey Feldman? Was he as crazy then as he is now?
But, in the day at the time, is he as what?
Was he as crazy then as he is now? Corey Feldman?
I never tell negative stories.
Oh, okay.
But,
that's fair.
He was odd. I'll just say odd.
Okay.
Steve and I love his concerts. He is
Well,
like so unique.
dude,
He's very
he's
unique.
so
And
very unique.
he brings us joy, and that's
He-
positive.
He makes us smile, and that's what you know. What we need to smile more in
He-
life.
He
You know?
does, yeah.
You're
Corey
the
Haim,
guy-
on the other hand, was also doubled Corey Haim a bit, and he was a really sweet kid. Very
Okay.
famous.
He made
you
that
know,
was so sad.
Yeah. A lot of the kids that I doubled did not end well because they were so famous, so young.
Too young.
And there's
Yeah.
so much money, so little supervision, and Corey Feldman, he has told some stories about the abuse that he suffered and that Corey Haim suffered, and a lot of those guys. I never saw any of that, but I did see a lot of drug use among very young kids.
Oh wow.
The only kids I saw that really turned out super well were the kids on Wonder Years. I was on that show for a while, doubling the character Paul with the big nose and the glasses.
Yeah.
And all of those kids were in school anytime they weren't filming. Their parents were either on set or close by, and
That's
they were
good.
treated like normal kids. They were treated like kids with a great after-school job that paid $108,000 a week.
Oh my gosh.
Can you imagine being 16 years old and making
Oh,
$100K a week?
No.
week. Wow.
But on Fred Savage's birthday, I remember I was there for his 16th birthday. They gave him a 1980-ish kind of piece of crap Mustang, and it was his job to fix it and repair it and put it in shape.
That's fantastic.
Wow.
That's how you learn work ethic, and that's how you learn that you're nothing special. You have a great job.
What about Will
Right.
Wheaton? Was he a pretty level-headed guy?
Very cool guy. Yeah, I got to work with him for the first year, and he was really, really sharp, very smart, very funny, very young, just a goofy kid. And I got the job because he had a 30-inch chest, and I was the only other stunt guy in town that was that skinny. I'm like, I know people who have bigger legs, and some guys who have bigger biceps than his chest.
Wow.
And he couldn't do hardly anything. They asked me, could you do a cartwheel? Of course, everybody can. You can't do a cartwheel? I said, no. It's okay.
Oh
I'll do a
no.
cartwheel. So they brought me in to do a couple of cartwheels and a handspring. And that was great. I got, it's work for me. And fell in the water, some, sort of slip and fall kind of stuff for him. But he was a really sharp kid. He was a really smart kid who grew up really smart and really well taken care of. His parents were really, attentive, made sure that he didn't grow up weird, that he was so special and so unique that he felt like he was better, different than all the other kids. And that was true of a lot of the kids. The kids that came out well, those guys, kids from Wonder Years, was because their parents were present and their parents weren't. When you work as a child in a movie or a television show, you're in an adult world.
Yep.
It's a job, and think about it, when you were 9 years old, if you had a paper route, you probably didn't really do that great a job, but you could get away with it. But if you're a child actor, they're especially, like a Will or Corey's, the whole film is being carried by you. It's a lot of pressure, a lot of responsibility. And so you're dealing with adults, and you're a kid. And so if you're not a kid that can really deal well in that environment, you're going to suffer. And so the kids that really did well, like I worked with Drew Barrymore, and Drew told us stories when she was a very young kid of how her parents, were either absent or enabling, is probably the best word. And they just wanted her to work. And she told us terrible stories of just, being essentially used by her parents for money. And fortunately, she got loose of all that and obviously is doing very, very well and is recovered Yeah, very, very well. But
Yeah.
it's that sort of when I started doing conventions and stuff, people would ask me, for the dirt and the ugly stories. It's like, you know what, 98% of the time, 99.5% of the time, this was all the fun you could ever have.
Right.
Nicest, most creative people in the world. I don't want to focus on a negative element because it
No.
was such a small part. And I never suffered from it. Even if I saw other people, a lot of times it was kind of their own choosing. Uh, they weren't taking care of themselves, and people weren't looking out for them that should have been. There was a story. I won't tell you who it was, but there was a kid that I was doubling who asked if I would sell him my urine because he had to do a drug test and he knew he wouldn't pass.
Oh man.
And I said, I
Wow.
can't do that. He's like, well, you'll be out of work. Like, that's not my problem to solve. So that's how bad. Again, you're talking this, one
Yeah.
time in 12 years.
Right.
And it was, a kid who had, judgment issues already. So that's the stuff that, that's the negative side. But the
Yeah.
positive side, all the stuff we were talking about, the fun of being on set with somebody like Cassandra, Bill Paxton, Danny Glover, all these, great actors, legendary people who were just the coolest people you'd ever want to meet. And you got to work with them and share in their creative processes. And,
Yeah.
what more do you want? And it's a dream come true, at least for me.
No, absolutely. I mean, for most people, that's a real amazing thing, Bill, that you've accomplished in your career. And,
Very fortunate, very blessed.
well, I agree, very blessed, but also let's not forget, that just didn't drop in your lap. You worked and you earned those things, man.
Hard work.
Hard
Yeah,
work.
people say, you're so lucky. It's like, yeah, but I'm always luckiest when I'm working my butt off.
Well, isn't that how it works? Like when you work hard, all of a sudden luck seems to happen your way.
Yeah,
And interesting.
And, I got to work with so many good people. I got to work with Michael Jackson. I got to work with, like legends, and people would say, what part of that was luck? It's like, well, yes, there is some luck. I don't know how you can call it whatever you want, but I ended up in places I did not expect to be.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also being willing to say, this is worth it. My dream is worth giving up the job at the photocopier store because I want to do this instead. And people say, oh, but you're a fool. You're going to give up all this great job for this one day. It's like this one day could lead to 1,000 others.
Absolutely.
And I'm willing to take that risk. And it hurts sometimes. It pays off sometimes. And I think I would rather fail at doing something I love than succeed at doing something I hate. So
absolutely, yes.
Much more. It's you guys always talk about I've got great stories. It's like, yeah, who wants to live a life that like they said, a great story never starts with, well, first we had a salad. It's like, no, we had a couple of brews, and then the story comes out of taking the risk and saying, I'm in. Let's do it.
Yeah,
I don't know where we're going to end up tonight, but we're going.
That's great.
It's a terrible idea. When do we start?
One other positive is that you're going to be immortal, basically, because you're on film, and you'll always be there, and people will be seeing that forever and ever and ever.
It's funny to think about that because I've told this on Steve's show before that I thought that all of my horror films would be forgotten 10 minutes after they closed in the theater. That this would never. I wanted to do a real movie. I wanted to do something important that people would remember one day. And now here we are 35, 40 years later, and the people that remember the movies that I did are the horror films almost exclusively, or the really kind of the science fiction stuff.
Yeah.
It was I didn't do It's a Wonderful Life. I did Nightmare on Elm Street 4. But the people that are passionate about those films are as passionate about them as anybody is about anything. And so the chance to be involved in those and look back on them now, and I can actually kind of keep my chin up and say, no, I was in that. I used to not tell anybody at work. Like, are you the same William Perry that's on, IMDb? I was like,
I'm busted. That's me.
yeah, I got enough credibility problems. Please don't do this. And then, then it makes it around the office. Everybody's forwarding it to everybody. And then they're coming by and they're like throwing punches at you. Come on, dude. Be a stunt man. It's like, great. So for the longest time, I wouldn't tell anybody. And then I have to say, probably about 3-4 years ago, when I started hearing about doing conventions from my buddy, people were like, "No, you should be proud of that." I'm like, "Really? I mean, people really like these movies." And some of the people, the other night, Ira and I were talking on Steve's show, and people are saying, not only is Nightmare on Elm Street 3 my favorite of the series, it's my favorite all time.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's a weird compliment to find out that you were in somebody's very favorite thing of any type, and you're proud and you're perplexed, and it gives you a smile. So there's nothing wrong with that. And as long as they enjoyed it, as long as, there's some movies I can't watch that are out there and people say that that's their favorite. And I go, more power to you, man.
Same here. Yep.
Enjoy it. I'm glad you're enjoying something. But, and like I said, some of the films I did, I look at and I roll my eyes like, oh, that was such a turd. How can you say you enjoyed that? But they did, and it's not up to me to judge what they liked. Just the fact that they did it enough, and I'm proud to be part of it, even if it's not a movie I would watch a million times. I've had people say, "Oh, I watch Nightmare on Elm Street 3 once a week." Really? Have you talked to your physician about this?
It's a great movie, man. I'm telling you.
That's another one where I hadn't seen it in years. And then when I started doing, in fact, when I did your show, I had to go back and watch it because I couldn't remember very much of it. It's a very long time ago. And then, as I told you the other night, somebody sent me a behind the scenes thing showing 10 minutes of me filming a particular sequence. Things happen in that video I don't remember. Talking to Robert Englund, talking to the director. No memory of that initially, but watching it on the video, I was like, oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay, now I remember that. But without that little kick to the head, I probably would never have known. But in knowing that people, they look at those things and they're like, I just was just really thankful you did that movie. It made it fun. It's one of my favorite things to do. It's one of my favorite things to watch. It's like, well, that's not the worst thing in the world. It's certainly better than the shame I felt.
Oh, yeah. No, and I'm so glad that, speaking of cons, and we are going to start wrapping up. I know it's getting late for everybody, but I do want to say this. We talked about his book, guys, and I put the link to Amazon. But Bill, you got conventions coming up, and I'm gonna promote the one we talked about on Monday. We've got this People Under the Stair. Let me take this thing off for a second. Frightreads.com is the website. So, Bill, what can you tell us about this particular book festival?
Yeah, that is coming up in September. And the cool thing about that one, I had my little part in People Under the Stairs, and they've got the other cast members as well. They've got Jan Birch and Brandon Quinton Adams is going to be there. And so we're having a little reunion of sorts. And then also this is a book festival. And because I have a couple of books, when the guy called me, he said, yeah, we want to have you out for your books. And I said, oh, I thought you were going to be wanting me there as a movie person. He's like, what movies were you in? I'm like, you liked my book enough that you don't even know about my, that's so cool. That's a pretty cool compliment. And so we're doing that. And then next month, just about a month from now, here in LA, we're doing something called Night of Nightmares. And it's me and some of the cast members from Nightmare on Elm Street 3 and 4. And we're going to be doing a sort of not just a panel like you do at conventions. We're going to be there for the whole evening. and we're going to show our favorite clips from the movies, and then we're going to thank you, Val. It was a fun movie we found too. But they're going to show our favorite clips, and then we're going to be just chatting with the audience for an hour. Anything you want to ask. We're going to hang out. We're going to have a few drinks. We're going to have some tacos in the taco truck. We're going to hang out. And
That's
just
so
150 people. Yeah.
Wow.
And the people we're bringing, Brooke Thies. God, I was in love with her. I hope she's not watching. She's married, so am I. But just, so beautiful. And Ira's going to be there, and Ken Sagos, who was Kincaid in the 3 and 4. Jennifer Rubin, another one. Oh, God, so many beautiful women. So many just great people. And we just get to hang out. It's not the 30 seconds, try to answer a quick question at a convention. We actually get to hang out. And cool. Ira said, open bar? And I said, open bar. And so you get a chance to just, really hang out with people like we're doing here, essentially.
Yeah.
And we get to do that. And then I've got some other conventions coming up in Ohio, and I got a couple, El Paso next year, and another one in Ohio next year. A lot of Ohio in my world. But, a lot of good shows, and it's just doing this. It's just sitting having fun with people. I love answering their questions, especially when they ask me something I've never heard. People every now and then will ask me something that's like, you didn't ask the same question. Oh, now I can come up with a new answer.
Yeah, I bet.
Because you get people say, why do you always answer the same questions? Like, why do you always ask the same question? It's going to be the same answer unless I make it up.
True.
You can't just, pull something out of my book. I gotta answer the question honestly. So when people will ask, a question like that, it's like, oh, cool. But
very cool. Yeah, that's amazing stuff. I mean, and so the best place for folks to get your information, I put your Instagram in to follow, which I know you always post some of your appearances. You'll post in there, and I love that. No, you should be. No,
I have to, because nobody will know if I don't tell them.
Yeah, you got to do it.
Webb's Craven on Instagram. You posted that before, and then my website is William R. Perry Stunts, and I put it there too. Yeah. Oh, look at you! Gosh, you are just like.
I tried, man.
It's Johnny on the spot.
He is. That's very cool because it's funny. I've done other podcasts, and I say it, and then I don't know if anybody heard it. I don't know if anybody was listening. I guess they could back it up if they wanted to, but if they don't, it's lost.
It's gone. No, I like the visuals. It's right there.
How often do you guys do these movie nights?
So Michael and I try to do these once a week. We normally do them on Thursday nights, and because it's the eve of the 4th, we're like, let's do it Wednesday. It'd be different. And again, it was Independence Day or Elvira, and clearly Elvira was the right choice.
It was
by hands down. So yeah, about once a week.
You guys ever watch that thing like that? On with this movie, they'll do everything wrong with Independence Day in 5 minutes. Oh my gosh, they tore that movie and everyone. It's
really? Nice. Like everything wrong with this. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah.
We're frozen. There you go. Michael.
Yeah, it's a little. We're a little choppy there, but it's okay.
We're
good.
Yeah, everybody was choppy. I was like, "What's going on?" So, Bill, real quick, I was going to tell you a quick story about Steve and I. We started the Movie Bros, and for 6 to 8 months we were doing it. And Steve was like more horror. He loves horror all the time, and for me, it just makes my skin crawl. And I'm more sci-fi fantasy guy. So I pushed Steve to do his channel, and he came up with Craven Something Scary, and I was like, okay. And I just have to say that because I do a Star Wars channel, and I just have to say that I totally love the horror fans. I mean, your society is like fantastic. It's like so wonderful to see everybody come in and support you and do these things, and I just,
And
for me,
what I was going to say, Wes used to say that his people, I used to say, don't these people freak you out? And he's like, no, they're passionate people, and they're just like everybody else. This is just a different like, but I have found, like, there was something the other day I saw.
We lost you, Bill. Hang on. Let's see. Hopefully, the internet is trying to mess with us for some reason. We'll give it a shot here. You're frozen. If you can hear us, we're not going anywhere. We're gonna wait. Hopefully, it'll fix itself here. I'll see. If you stay stuck for a long time, if you can hear me, you can always log out and come back in. Sometimes I don't know why. That seems to work.
Yeah.
But while we're waiting for, go ahead, Mike.
Go ahead. No, I was going to elaborate on more of what I said. How wonderful the horror community is. I mean, you said it. I mean, I think that when you started, you loved horror, and you started your channel, and you just were overwhelmed by the community that was created when you started. And it's so fantastic. And I don't see very much of that right now, but I'm not the glue like you are. So you're a very charismatic and wonderful person, and
thank you,
just
Michael.
attract people. Well,
it's very sweet.
I'm being honest.
Well, thank you. No, seriously, that's all. Thank you, man.
So it's all it's all you, man. I mean, you bring the people, and you're the glue. So it's y'all are, Val. Y'all are awesome, and you support Steve, and he has wonderful time with y'all, and that's all he talks about. And then Saturday he's having his party, and y'all are gonna have games and do things together. I mean, I expect to see probably 70 to 80, 100 plus people show up on his live stream. It's just crazy. So it's just people love Steve and the horror, and you bring it to life, and people just enjoy being there with you during that time. So I just need to find Star Wars people like that too.
That's right.
But I won't talk about Star Wars right now, because we start losing people when I do that.
I know. We always start dropping. We do, Val. We have the best times. Well, Michael, that's very kind of you. Really, thank you, man. That was very. I know it was from your heart, and that's really means a lot. And it honestly, it still blows me away. Like, it's kind of surreal to see, how the channel's grown and the community's grown, and how it's wonderful it is when we do get together. Like Val says, the best time. And and I have no doubt you're going to find your community, Mike. You will.
Yeah.
You'll find them. It's not. It's just a matter of time to keep doing what you're doing, and that community will come. Just live stream is, when you can, and
it's just a matter of time.
Just a matter of time.
Yeah.
That's it, man. So, and I love being anytime on your live streams whenever we're doing, discussions and different things. It's always such a good time.
And Val comes on, and you're a nerd.
And proud of it. Yeah. But no, man. And then we have our movie bros where we come together, both of us at one time.
Come together
right now. And I believe, I think that, our community we've got a seedling, we've got amazing people like Paula and Val and you know,
Destin, who comes in.
Destin, and yeah, we had James tonight, and
Yeah,
you
James is
know,
pretty rocking.
Denisha. Yeah, I mean, there's our patrons, all of our patrons that are so faithful to support this channel,
Yep.
trying to help us out, and so the community here has started. We've got it started, and so I think the more now that we're getting back, I'm getting back, feeling better, and we can start getting back on our track again. I think this community will grow as well, and we'll be at 1,000 subs.
Some guy named Bill Perry was on here.
Yeah, and Bill Perry, and Bill, if you can hear us, if you're watching, we lost you. You're welcome to come back to the same link. It'll bring you in. But we understand if you're not able to make it back, could be internet issues. Those things happen. But Michael, do you have a good time tonight with Bill?
I did. It's kind of surreal when you're watching a movie that you know about and you might have seen something, and then you have somebody who is actually there. It just like brings it into a bigger kind of picture when you actually have somebody who's there and can answer your questions and talk to you about specific scenes and things that were going on.
Yeah, man. It is. It's so wild. And then, and here's the other cool thing is that the next time you watch the movie, you appreciate it in a whole different way. Whole different way. It's not even the same experience. It's like, not only do I know inside stories, I got to watch this with Bill Perry, who was on set for 2 weeks doing stunt work. I mean, it changes forever Elvira now. Yep. It's really cool.
It is. And no, Val.
Yes, Michael, Mr. Conjuring. I mean, come on now.
It was okay, but those I start talking to the TV and stuff like that. So, one thing I have to say about what you just talked about, Steve, is this past weekend, I watched, y'all stick with me. I watched Star Wars, the original trilogy with my oldest twin. That's and so cool. It's the first time I've ever watched that with her. And as we're watching it, I get to go through and I get to point to her different scenes where I talked to the guy who created that.
There you go.
Roger Christian. Because I had him on my channel. We had him on the Movie Bros.
That's
we both got to talk to him. And I'm like, Maddie, that's the guy who created the lightsaber. That's the guy who made the Millennium Falcon. That's the guy who did all the work on the Death Star. And, it's, the robots and how they were able to roll across the desert in the dirt.
R2. Yep.
R2, R5D4, all those different ones. So it's just, it brings it to a different level when you get to meet the people who actually worked on the movies.
Totally does.
It's like an adrenaline rush, dude.
Well, it is. It's a very neat experience. It's so cool. And
hey, Jerry.
Hey, what's up, Jerry? Good to see you pop in, man. We're wrapping up. We're in our kind of our wrap up part, but glad you're here. Be sure and check out the replay because Jerry, we had Bill Perry, who was actually cast member of Elvira, Ira Hayden's stunt double, was with us tonight as a surprise. So I highly encourage you to watch the replay with the movie, and it was a fun time. But Michael, you're absolutely right. It changes. It's so surreal, anytime you get to do something like that, and anytime someone, I'm able to get someone on my channel, just same as we did Roger and your channel, and here, it's a game changer, man. As far as like watching the movie again, you could just know a lot of information that no one knows.
Well, you've had like so many people from like Scream and all these other horror movies,
Halloween
on
4
your
director
channel. I mean, it's just crazy how many people you've had on here, and it's just awesome. I mean, yes,
thanks,
Destin.
Buddy.
You can come over.
Yeah, I mean it's when I'm sitting there talking to Dwight Little, who was the director of Halloween 4, one of my favorite sequels. It's like wow, and then John Hyams, who directed Sick, Kevin Williamson's last slasher flick, Sick, and it's so cool, and Eliza Coleman, the stunt coordinator, for Sick, and it just really does. It just will feel very surreal, and it is an adrenaline rush. It's like every time I complete one of those interviews, I'm like I'm like so wired. I'm just so like everything's going a million miles an hour.
Yeah.
Because it's amazing. It's just, and I'm telling you, man, it's I never dreamt it. Like if you and I were talking 4 years ago, and you're like, Steve, and here's what's going to happen. You're going to do this, and you're going to be meeting this. You're going to have these directors, stunt people, actors in the movies, writers, and I'd be like, come on, man, come on, bro.
Yep.
No, give me a break. There's no way. And that part, and you too, with Roger.
Dude, you would have not said, I know you, and here's what you would have done. You would have said, okay, I accept that, but I'm going to work harder to do more. And you would have worked harder to get more people on there than what I told you was going to come on your channel.
Yeah, probably so. Yeah, you're right.
Hey, Jerry, I take them out of the boxes already, so you don't have to.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah, so go back to my channel and watch me do unboxings for all of my action figures.
Yep,
because
he does.
I will take them out, so you don't have to.
Sure does. He takes them out. And Val said, like he says, Stephen, it gives you a new perspective when you watch. Oh yeah, and what's really cool is these people that were able to get on the channels, all respectively. They share stories that no one has heard before.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you won't hear it anywhere else but on that interview.
Dude,
it's incredible.
I'll never forget when Roger Christian told us about.
Oh my gosh, tell it real quick.
So we're sitting there, and Roger was talking about being in Tunisia, and they're going to film, and they didn't need the guy who was in R2D2. What was his name?
Oh gosh,
not Anthony Daniels, but his name was
no.
Oh my gosh, what is his name?
I used to tell you. Let me Google it.
I just blanked.
It's all right. Let me look. Hang on. Pause for 1 second. Which actor played R2D2? Kenny Baker.
That's it.
That's the guy.
So the whole crew was going out to Tunisia to shoot on site the Tunisia set, and Kenny Baker wasn't needed that day. So he said everybody's getting in the bus and everything, and Kenny Baker's poolside in a thong, laying down there getting a tan. Kenny Baker, little guy sitting there in a thong, just getting a tan. Oh my gosh!
And the way he delivered, the way Roger said it was so like, And I looked down and see the accent; it makes it even better.
Yeah.
And there he is in a thong.
Yeah, Steve just died. I mean, it caught us by surprise because we didn't expect that at all.
No, not in a million years. And we just laughed. I couldn't help it. It was so funny.
That'll be one of my favorite parts of the interview.
Dude, have you clipped that out as a short?
I did, and I put it on our.
Okay. Is it Movie Bros or
on the Movie Bros? I think so.
Bro, okay, man. That is like epic. It's an epic little clip. Yeah, Val, it's true. Kenny Baker was down there in a thong, getting suntanned by the pool. Oh, anyway, you just never know. That's what's awesome,
Yep.
You don't know what you're gonna hear, and I think we must have lost Bill. So we'll message him and thank him again, Bill. And Well, thank you again on live right now. Thank you so much for your time tonight. And if you're hoping you're hearing this and that we appreciate everything and the amazing stories you shared. And what a fun movie.
It was
Elvira is a fun movie.
very fun.
Man, it's just, like it's one of those movies where you could throw it on and just have a good time. Just get, and have some good laughs. And yeah, so I'm glad that we did this. This is the right choice over Independence Day. There's no doubt about it. Well, good deal. All right. Well, guys, I know it's getting really late. We'll probably call it a show. Michael, anything you wanna add before we wrap up here?
No, I really appreciate y'all coming out and enjoying Bill with us, because I did. He's a fantastic person.
Yes.
Funny and so caring and nice. And
Yep.
And it's amazing, like I said, to be able to talk to him, while the movie's going, and ask him questions about specific scenes and stuff, and him talking about things that went on during the movie. So I appreciate it.
Injuries and all. Poor guy. Go ahead.
What? Oh, injuries and all. Yeah.
Injuries and all. Poor guy.
Yeah, poor guy.
Man, live.
But yeah, it was a funny movie, and I totally never saw it.
That's awesome that you got to see it for the first time together.
Yeah.
It's so good. Love it, Mike. I echo everything Mike said. He said it perfectly. Just a reminder, here is a link. It's in the chat. If you scroll up, please, guys, let's support Bill. He is supporting Movie Bros React, Craving Something Scary. He has been nothing but generous with his time. And this is the 4th time he's been on a stream that I've hosted or co-hosted. So let's support him. Let's get his book, and so he can get his 18 cents. I'm like, oh man, but you know what? Everything counts, and if we all go by the book, it will start adding up. So, the way he described this book, I'm kind of scared. I'm kind of like, oh man, let's go. But it's a really cool idea to take a nightmare and make it into a book. It's kind of like Wes Craven. He said when he was alive, he said that he had a what do you call it? A notebook, if you will, by his bed, on his bedside table. And every time that he would wake up, he had a way of recalling his nightmares and dreams. And he said every time he had a nightmare or dream, or anytime he had a dream where there was something happening, like a story or something, whatever, he would immediately wake up. When he woke up, he would immediately write it in his journal and log it. And some of those ideas in his journal would turn into movie ideas. And I mean, Nightmare on Elm Street was based in reality. It wasn't based on a nightmare, but I often said, how amazing would it be to have an opportunity to read his ledger book I mean, can you imagine what would be in there and what could have been stories and movies? And anyway, I said all that to say this book by Bill is a nightmare that he had. So I'm very excited to hear it. I'm going to do the audiobook personally. I'm doing the audiobook. And Bill's narrating it, so you actually get to hear him talk and do it. So that's going to be fun. And Val, thank you, Val. We had a great time. So glad you were here for it. That's awesome. Thanks for watching the movie and sticking with the whole stream. That means a lot. Paula, same to you. You watched the whole movie. Thank you.
And hope Paula's always here.
Paula's always here. We appreciate you, Paula. And
so is Val.
And so is Val. You're always consistently here and being a part of what we're doing. And thank you for that. It means a lot to Michael and I, and we really do appreciate it. So next Thursday, Mike, we'll be back to our normal schedule of Thursday night streams at 10 p.m. Central.
what's the name of the movie? It's that we're hoping to watch.
Well, we're hoping
Vampire
to
Girl?
watch Abigail.
Abigail. That's it. Yep.
Abigail. That's what we're trying to do. We're waiting for it to come out for rent, where it's like $5, right? Because right now it's still like
$3 to $5.
$20.
Yeah.
Yeah, three, whatever it is, 3 to 5. Yeah. So I'm hoping next Tuesday it'll drop down. That's what we're hoping for. And if it does drop down to like $5 or less, then we will host a watch party. Ooh, Val! Neither of us have seen it either.
It's out. I mean, it's just coming out from theaters.
Yeah, so it'll be a first-time watch for the three of us, and I don't know who else may come. But once we get to next Tuesday, and then if it is in fact for rent under $5, then we will set the stream up then and start promoting the Abigail watch party. And that's the plan. And if Abigail's still not down, then Michael and I will pivot to a different movie, which we'll let you know, because it probably won't set up the stream again. Tuesday is the soonest, once we know what's going on with Abigail. But anyway, Destin says Abigail is his favorite film of the year. Nice.
Awesome.
Nice. That's fantastic. So we'll do our best. Right, Mike? We'll do our best.
We sure will.
We'll do our best. And if we pivot, I promise it'll be something fun.
Yeah. Real quick, Steve, on the Carbonite Jedi, we're going to have a live watch, hopefully, on Tuesday for the Acolyte. And Steve and I will be there. I don't know if anybody in chat has seen the Acolyte. If you have and you want to watch with us, we will be starting about 10 o'clock Central Standard Time. And so we'll try to watch episode 7 and episode 8, the finale, live so next week and the week after. And then that'll be the wrap up. And if you'd like to join us, we'd love to have you. Yeah. And just to see what they have in store for us. It's kind of a mystery right now. And so we're kind of intrigued, but we're hoping it's not a letdown. So
yes, that's right.
We'll see. We'd love to see it.
We will see it, and hopefully we'll see it with all of you.
Yeah.
In the chat and watch. We were watching the replay because it's pretty cool to watch it for the first time together, and go. It's a really cool thing. So, yeah, thanks for mentioning that, Mike. I totally forgot about that, but it slipped my mind for next Tuesday. And real quick for Craven, I just want to mention that I've got and Michael mentioned it earlier, I've got my celebration stream. Basically, I'm calling it I'm Back. And it's going to be a live party
tour.
Yeah, the reunion tour. There you go. It's this Saturday at 8 p.m. Central, Mike. We're starting earlier. Yeah, I'm going to start earlier. 8 p.m. Central, and we're probably going to stream for about 3 hours, from probably 8 to 11. I'll have a guest on the panel, and we're going to play horror trivia like Jeopardy. We're going to play some games where we have a giveaway, as well for and we're giving JT's making a 3D figure, and right now it's very possibly could be Michael Myers. Little Halloween action. There'll be a raffle at the end of the stream, so we encourage you guys to come check it out. And here is a link to my party stream. Give me 1 second. Here we go. Trying to get this done. There it is. Here it comes. There it is. There's the actual link. So if you go there right now, please go there and smash that thumbs up button. If you're watching this, you haven't had a chance to visit the channel page, I would appreciate if you guys would go there right now. It's at 17 likes. I'd like to get that up to at least 30 before Saturday. if we can, if you know. And so, if you have not hit the thumbs up button, I would appreciate it. So, yep, Paula, you're an hour ahead. That's right. You're on the east. Yep. So it'll be 9 o'clock for you. And Val is coming in, singing it loud and singing it proud, so that she knows that she's going to be there. And Michael, I'm going to be there too. And I know you're going to try to be there. I know your schedule's
Gonna try.
going to try. So
I might be a little late, but I'll still be there.
There you go. Come in late. That's all right. So we know we're going to be there. Are you going to be there? Oh yeah. There you go. I mean, Val put the lyrics up. I had to play it. So anyway, guys, that's Saturday, 8 p.m. Central, and it's just a couple days away. And guys, have a great 4th of July, Independence Day. You know, if
eat lots of burgers and hot dogs.
Yep, that's right. Burgers and hot dogs, apple pie, go Americana, and just enjoy the day. Hopefully, you guys can have time with family or friends. Hopefully, tomorrow's going to be a weird day for me. It's going to be I'm not having any visitors tomorrow. I'm still stuck trying to get home. So it's going to be it's a little strange. But what I'm doing, Michael, tomorrow for the 4th of July, I'm watching the new Beverly Hills Cop movie.
Oh, is it out on Netflix?
It came out today, and I'm watching it tomorrow, Axel F. And that's what I'm going to do to celebrate the 4th. I'm going to watch the new Beverly Hills Cop movie. And, you know, I know that there's probably folks that are in a similar boat as I am.
Mm-hmm.
So you never know. I may decide to impromptu stream tomorrow. Just never know. You know? Nice. So we'll see. But I'm going to watch the Axel F movie. I really wish we could watch it together. I was like, this is one we should watch together.
Yeah.
But I don't know when we'll talk offline. But the plan right now anyway is to watch it tomorrow. But if you and I work out some time, maybe I wait and we'll do it, and you and I can watch it, even if we don't necessarily have to stream it. But we can watch it privately too. So, or we can stream it. You know, come join us. You know, who knows? We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, yes, happy 4th, everyone. Val, that's right. Happy 4th to everyone. Enjoy the holiday. Hopefully you guys will have at least a day off. Even if you may not have folks to hang out with, just having the day off of work is nice. So hopefully it'll all work out. And yeah, so Michael, I think that's all we got. So for the last time for me, this is Steven.
And this is Michael, and we are the Movie Bros React. Thank you, everybody, for coming.
Thanks, guys. Good night.